everybody. Happy Flannel Friday. We made it, y'all. The flannels are so good. And today, I'm excited because we're going to talk about where flannels come from. Our driving question today: where does our stuff come from? And why does it matter? Where's our stuff come from? Why should we care about it? I want you to go take a look at where the things that you're wearing come from. This flannel right here is from El Salvador. My t-shirt was made in Nicaragua. The phone that I'm filming on, it was made in China, but it says it was designed by Apple in California. So go take an inventory. As many things as you want. Where were they made? I'm gonna go take an inventory of my flannels. I'll be right back. Okay, I've done it. I've assembled the flannel map. And it's a little embarrassing because I have a lot of flannels. So don't judge. Don't judge all the dots on this map. Okay, here it is. Where do my flannels come from? Here's what we're looking at. The flannel map. I turned it into a graduated symbol map because the dots were going to get overwhelming. And here's what I've noticed about where my flannels come from. A lot here in Central America and parts of the Caribbean, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, and then a lot over here in South Asia and Southeast Asia, parts of East Asia, India. The majority, seven of my flannels came from Bangladesh. Sri Lanka's on there, Indonesia, Vietnam, Hong Kong, the Philippines, South Korea. So I noticed kind of a pattern here. My flannels, Central America, or parts of Southeast Asia. Where's your stuff come from? Have you ever thought about it? And why does it matter where it comes from? Today, our word of the day is supply chain. A supply chain is just the process that takes your stuff from raw material to finished product that you buy in the store. I mean, you probably, just mindlessly go and pick up your stuff. You don't really think about where it comes from. I mean, this flannel was made in El Salvador, but I'm sure that the cotton that made it could have come from maybe the parts of the US, or maybe it came from South Asia. I don't know. But the supply chain takes us from raw material all the way to finished product. That cotton had to go to a factory where it was, assembled together, in this case in El Salvador, but then it still had to get to Iowa. It had to get to the Midwest, probably on a ship. Shipping is the cheapest way to get things to where they need to go. But then it arrived at a port in the US. I'm in the middle. Then it probably got on a semi where it got to the store where I bought it. All right, it's just crazy. The story of our stuff follows this supply chain. And today, you're gonna head over to Khan Academy and do an activity tracing your personal supply chain. So I want you to pick out an object. It could be one that you went and you searched for, but something that you use daily. Like I could pick my flannel. And I want you to trace back that object as far as you can to its point of origin. Like, what's it made of? And it might be made of a lot of different things. Like if you pick a pair of shoes, maybe it has rubber soles and there's cotton used in the laces. Maybe there's some polyester and other materials. Break it down. What's it made of? Where does that stuff come from? How does it get from raw material to the factory? How does it get from the factory to the distribution center? How does it get from the distribution center to you, where you bought it? What kind of fuel did it take? It's going to be really interesting. So go pick an object, trace back the origin, map your personal supply chain. And I'll see you when you get back. All right, y'all, welcome back. What'd you find out? What did you trace? Where's your stuff come from? Why does it matter? When I look at my map of flannel here, I mean, the flannel that I'm wearing came from El Salvador, right? So I would imagine it traveled by ship up the coast to the eastern US. And that took some fossil fuels. And the fuel that it took on the semi to get here. And then I even think of the people along this chain. Like there are people working in these factories. There are people working in the fields harvesting this cotton. There are people along the whole supply chain. So where our stuff comes from matters. And it shows us just how interconnected our world has become. Today, in your historian's journal, I want you to think about the ways that our supply chains have been affected by COVID-19. I mean, you could pick anything. You could think about the supplies at your grocery store. Toilet paper is like gold right now. How has that supply chain been affected? So pick something and examine the effect this pandemic has had on that particular object. Hey, thanks for being here. It's always a joy and a pleasure. I'm so excited that I learned a little bit more about my flannel today, and now I kind of want to go research a little bit more. So enjoy your weekend, take care, be good, and we'll see you back here next week. I miss you already. Bye, y'all.